Right, chat. Last map of the day. FNATIC. They're bringing out the Yoru.
I think that if he does, he might even be looking at some sort of record for ACS.
Sure, solo raise, but we've got double.
Exactly.
Got Viper and Viper and a Sage, pretty nice.
It's not something you get to see too often. Kayak back on Yoru.
I'm excited to see the Yoru.
Not seeing it at all. So they've clearly been cooking. They've got some ideas, but is this going to be?
Aves last game, dude, he went crazy.
Some ideas, but is this going to be?
What do we do, chat? Let's wait out the round and then I'll fast forward.
Reinventing the wheel and people about to start copying.
But it's been 6 hours already.
Be a complete failure. It's not gone great to the start. 11 on the raise. Well, okay, that was an interesting choice after getting 2 kills.
Levin is known
that was fine from him.
Interesting choices, if you'd like to put
Checking over towards sites if they're going fast.
KC, a man down.
He just got popped.
Lunatic down.
Should he have run through the Viper molly? Probably not.
FNATIC.
He kind of already committed.
Just yet. Cloud is clearing the spawn as we speak, making sure that there's no big flanks coming through. Now make sure there's no little flanks coming through, and then he might be in a good position to catch these players when they come down ramp.
It's all going to be on timing.
The smoke off spawn kind of gives it away.
The opposing side have a good idea. There could still be someone behind, but now he's all that's left. Vidosia, that means he can just hightail it towards the site. Start that
Might be able to just
diffusal.
get half.
Force Cloud into a more awkward fight. He needs this kill almost immediately.
Very nice.
On the rate says, nah, don't look over there.
Every single map so far 1-1. Comes the pistol 3-2.
KC with a pistol round that seemed set pretty much from the get-go, but at least a plant from FNATIC.
Yeah, a silver lining.
How do you think KCORP turn around their underwhelming performance from last season? It's literally just playing how the players want to play now.
Under KC's belt.
Like it's all good having a vision. If the players aren't on board with your vision or they don't agree with it, it's not going to work.
Was sensational.
Like everyone has to be on the same page for that stuff. And then if you're not on the same page, you have to play how the players want to play anyway. And the coach has to take a hit and just try and give it as much structure as possible.
Even more win in KC sales, and
so it is the coach change.
This time he's there to support as Aves finds one.
Yeah, imagine that nade bounced a little better.
Turned the tide a little bit for FNATIC, but the weaponry letting them down.
Very nice.
Certainly not letting Sagetsu down. That's a 3-piece, same as he found in half one of a set.
Just give you confidence that KCORP could take top 2 in EMEA. It would be very hard.
Just a multi-frag with the C's name.
It's definitely possible. I think they're top in their group after watching this.
Pan far enough back, but yeah, for Sagetsu, the build-up of some of those ultimate orbs, of course, not the strongest of bonuses coming in, but definitely one that FNATIC will look to try and come through a little bit cleaner. The rifles, of course, onto the board, but no ultimates particularly close for them.
Why did Engen insist on a system for 2 years?
Let's let FNATIC
because he won something with the system. That he believes in it.
Heaven, boys.
Come, TP backside.
Yeah, TP. No, I'm flooding. We can take it. Yeah, but I wanna go under. Okay, do you have smoke for city?
I'm on the
nice smoke. I got a plan.
Gotta be main.
Plan.
Yeah, can you hold it, Cloud, or you want me to hold it?
Flooding maybe.
I
left flank.
Haven't, I'm gonna TP out. We can swing. I'm tapping swing right together.
Let's go.
Hard the lane.
Can we hold?
Holding van.
I'm tapping Heaven. Can we pick city? Come new box.
I'm coming.
I have a smoke in 10. Wait. 1, 2.
Peak seat
Take under.
without a smoke, Heaven? God, thank God Crasty's hit that shot.
I have city with you.
5v3, boys.
I'll send you plan. I'm gonna smoke Heaven now.
I'm not planning God.
Heaven out. Dead. I haven't fade.
I have now.
Got a Sage?
You want city guy?
No, I don't know Sage.
I'm gonna pick city.
You just pick city off me. I'm holding this.
It was Heaven long time ago. I hit him.
Poison's off.
One city.
Plan default.
Well,
They came up with a lot of plans.
Still trying to break back through, but it looks like they've made the decision.
Yeah, but it's not too bad that everyone wants to make plans.
They're not going to win the round.
It's better that situation than no one wants to make plans.
The Raid's only got a pistol. I thought Aves might hightail it, but it's all about.
At least everyone was like pretty on board with what was going on.
It's a big mission failed. It looks like it'll end that way for the Raid. I think everything there is a pretty good trade for him if he ends up dying.
Yoru should be in a good spot now. I think Yoru's strong, to be honest.
as effective as anything else, but Crashy's one away.
Yeah.
Maybe you just don't want to.
Which shows how busted old school Euro was.
I don't think you want to give the
It's like,
over.
I think it's just like map dependent now for sure.
The orb.
One enemy remaining.
But 2-1.
Double TP is still really good.
It's been a while since we saw the last Neon.
Is it good on split?
That's a bad memory.
This is probably like the third map you would play it on in my head. Breeze.
Yeah. Except me, I love Brock.
I would probably play it
Anyway,
first on Breeze, then Ascent, and then
KC.
split.
And with a full buy and looking to fight themselves right back into things, but it was a
Maybe
convincing
Lotus
round
as
from
well, but
FNATIC
I'm
in
not
the
entirely
previous.
sure.
Well, I have some hope that they'll be able to pick up some steam. Very interested to see how things pan out with Kayak in particular. Look, no stranger to seeing him play on the Yoru, but in this state of the meta, it's not normally what we would. It's just. I was going to say it's not normally what we'd expect to see. We expect
Just
to
because
see
of attack
not
bacon.
at all.
But I think
Ideas
teams
from
attack
FNATIC.
wrong with it.
Well,
I don't think anyone prioritizes the
wall
right
with
of
the TP
mains
in the back side.
on attack.
But what do we do from here? KC are waiting for the battle.
Paranoia will leave him blind. Already a lot of players here, and actually,
Whoa,
I was going to say it
whoa.
went well, but
Dude, he picked
didn't.
every death
Dosia,
POV.
A triple spray down. It leaves Crashies as the last man standing, maybe hoping he could get the orb that gets his Nightfall, but
What happened here? When
as night falls, he's got no friends left to
Alpha's
play
running back to the right,
with. And they're on the hunt. KC,
why can no one
looking to try and
trade him?
remove this
He
gun from
blocked
his
someone that
hands.
wanted to swing, right? Which
There's mention
meant
on
that
the
they both
desk that
died. I think.
when Casey last played this map, which was a little while ago, and their form was definitely quite a bit different. They managed just 3 rounds when they played against Na'Vi.
But it's also weird decision making for
3
Alpha
for
to be
9
so committed there,
defensive
and
half,
he's trying to like run out.
Unless
Because if he commits
Crashies
there,
has
this guy
some
gets
sort
the
of
kill.
cheat or exploit that I don't know about, they're going to have 3 rounds in the first 4.
They blocked, yeah, they blocked each other, right?
Yeah, don't think he's getting the plant out of that. And there we go. The round locked in for KC, 3-1. Credits on the side of FNATIC. Well, a lot was invested, but there's still a
Just
lot
enough.
remaining. They'll be
Is the
able to
meta
get a
rough for
decent
FNATIC at the
buy out of
moment?
this one.
Yeah,
They've
I
got
don't think it's
Nightfall to
a.
work with as well. But what worries
I don't think it's a
KC
very
dominant
heavy
in the last
boaster
map,
friendly
3-1
meta.
start here. Sugetsu, who was quiet, I mean silent in the previous, now showing up in a big way, and we haven't even seen Narrate involved at all.
Like
so
at the
far.
moment, you kind of
And already it's
you can kind of
strong.
just
He
be
went on the
insanely
pistol,
simple
killed
and
the
get
guy.
away
Yeah,
with
he
it.
got the one
Diffuser.
kill. He's
Normally like
Is
wins a
it
lot of
double
stuff
kill?
by
the heal as well in
outsmarting
there,
mid
and
rounds.
that's been his highlight.
getting
and we know
perfect
he's gonna show up
info.
in a big way. And for FNATIC, for Aang sat there in the coaching
And
booth.
sometimes the best thing to do
He once
is just
commanded the ship on the other side, but now
group and
Will
send it.
Turner's taken over. Aang finds himself as the Davy Jones, and what a stab
why
at the
did
heart
Platchak
it
get
would be
taken down. We don't really
to
know,
lose
man.
out to the team
Something
that
to do
you
with Mini.
walked away from when they
Just
were
blame Mini.
0-5.
Yeah, that's a scary prospect, and for FNATIC, we know the expectations on this team are higher than any other in EMEA. They went 5-0 in the previous
I said it
group
was because of
stage and
VLR ads.
then had issues that were out of their
VLR
control, and that
ads.
was still enough to make changes to their roster.
The ones that they have on the
Much
side.
to many's dismay, but
Well, what
now
were
they
they?
need to
Betting
prove that
ones.
those were worthwhile.
Oh.
The pickup of Cloud, I think, has clearly been a good one, but it's the rest of it. A ruse being sold, a fake by Kayak, as he now looks to join the rest of the team.
Oh, okay.
Nightfall across. The seas will slow them down a
Oi,
little bit.
oi,
and
oi, we got the
Sugetsu under
nice
some
molly
serious pressure.
that covers the heaven run
58
out and at the
HP,
same time gets flowers.
But he's still in that
Good.
corner. 30 seconds
Surely we have a
left.
spam behind that.
As they now look to make it to the site. Alfia on that entry, but Narrate swings out from above. Even still, it ends up even, but bear in mind, there is a showstopper, but it's on the other
Oi,
side,
nice
and
shot.
Alfia just isn't missing. 12 HP made no difference. And now Levin in a tough clutch. A showstopper at his back, but I feel like he needs a kill before he uses it.
I think he feels that way as well. Trade will come in far too quickly.
Oh
He
my
knows
God.
one player is low. Alpha dodges those
Oh,
shots
okay.
by sheer chance. But this
Oh,
one
that's
harder
nice.
to
What a
dodge,
round from Alpha
so he
here.
doesn't let the shot
Lovely,
be
lovely rounds.
fired.
And they got the Razor out of
Alpha,
them.
yeah. He is turned up in a big
They had
round
to win
for
this
FNATIC.
with an
This was
eco after this.
needed, necessary. Or we would see KC run away with this early half. We've seen what they can do with that momentum. But this time,
Enemy
will
remaining.
be put to a stop early enough.
Oh, it's been
Oi.
spoken about a lot that Alfie always talks about
Oh my goodness.
getting
Damn, he loved it so much they got a slow-mo on it.
Slams. That's what
Yeah, this table's going through it.
He's going for a new record, man. We used to have Barbar out here, but man's gonna snap that chair before the game's
is
over.
the reason we had to get stronger desks.
It's not even a lie. Like, people at home would think you're joking about that. That's not even a joke. We had to go back to the drawing board after he dented like 6 of them.
That's nuts.
I think someone had to do a play test on that before, actually, and they moved. I'm not even joking. They moved their mouse, and they were like, "Why is there a big hole here?"
I think it
We're
was.
like,
I think
it's a Barbar table. Sorry.
Was it nuclear?
Yeah, I think it was nuclear. He was like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh, that's Barbar's old desk. My bad. Let's swap it out." That guy was crazy. I think Zace is giving him a run for his money.
I miss him.
I miss him too, man. He used to come to Irish lands. What a G.
Wow.
Inspired many players who went on to do nothing, but he inspired them.
This buy is a bit stinky, but there's a couple of ults that could have the gap a little bit. Again,
The free side on this one. Everyone's playing the Lev special.
The
The reason that the Lev special
stinger
works for
and
Lev
some
is because their
spams.
retakes are so good. Let's see it from KCORP.
Fortunately, they have managed to get the site, and for FNATIC,
It's early ramp control.
puts them in a hugely advantageous position. I also like the spot from Cloud. Viper is not an agent that springs to mind when I think of him, but it seems like he's taking up this new lurk role. Well, quite literally, he's very far
Supposed to get
back,
on
but he
this.
just wants to make sure they can't force him out of position. Oh,
Nightfall
Nightfall.
only catching the one.
Wow,
Didn't
he
expect it to be
peeks.
invested in this round, but with the positions of
Omen
FNATIC, it
flash
looks like they did.
peeks.
And Cloud now playing slow as can be. We saw this in the pistol, and maybe that's why they went back to check it, but a little bit too late there for Narrate. Advantage sits with FNATIC now.
Dude, it
They
worked
looked
so
like
well.
They were behind, but
They-
they were
they had
limping
no
as a
idea
lure.
Cloud was gonna
And
be
now
there.
3-3 we go. Looks like Doja will make it out
It
with the
actually
weapon,
was
but
an
that is
insane
the only
bait.
silver lining for KC.
I really like the way that Cloud is playing. I think we've seen it throughout the game. Incredibly
Yeah.
clever when it comes
That,
to making sure he checks certain angles. I think even on Ascent, even though they were losing,
That retake
he had a
is...
lot of impact. And
I mean, the retake's not bad. They're just going to be more on top of that
How far
from Cloud.
back he went. He knows they're going to try and clear him, so he just makes it so it's like, okay, if you want to come fight me and spawn and waste the time
Boaster
away,
makes it look
you
like a
can do that.
desperation
If
play.
not, you're gonna
Like they have to fight there.
periodically keep checking
They
behind
played it
you.
in so well.
No,
And they're definitely speaking about this.
well,
So
he
they
got the
either
timing spot on.
try and
KC
fix their
taking a
retake,
pause.
or they
I
actually
said
need
the
to try
last
and
time
hold
they
over
played
towards
this map
site.
versus Na'Vi, they lost 3-13 with a 3-9 defense. It is
Jackie Boy with the
technically
Prime
still
appreciate the
on,
21
but I
months.
feel like this is a much better.
Are they playing
version
well?
of
They're playing
KC.
pretty well. Ascent
on.
was a bit of a stomp. The first
For
map was a
FNATIC.
little...
What was a little
The
bit
first
of a
map was one of the
damning
better
start,
summits that
now
I've seen,
looking a
at least in
little bit more
comparison to
comfortable,
the
especially with how
Pacific
Alfie has
ones.
been playing.
I haven't seen any of the Americas yet.
Yeah, the neon switch.
You could tell it was like
looking fantastic.
couple
No
of days for
surprises
each of
there.
them
I
on
don't think
it.
anybody's doubting Alfiair's abilities.
On any agent.
Exactly. It's just his abilities, regardless of what abilities they may be. On the bottom of the screen for KC. This timeout, the first off the map so far, coming into round number 7.
Spikes are so good on the retake. That's true. It's
It's
a different comp for it.
Of 3 out of 4 of the last rounds going into FNATIC's hands. No doubt wanting to put a stop to it, but will this be the round that we see that happen? You can't see on the back.
Yeah, I'm not even sure they can double retake with
in game. And when we get there, you'll see that KC
They got
ain't
the
looking too
Sage
stacked for
and the
cash.
Viper.
Doja's rifle saved over from the previous. He's the only man with shields, and the rest of the squad playing an eco, bar Narrate on the Sharif. This should be a very difficult round for KC to really get anything done in.
Yeah,
I've
maybe
said that
Bacon.
before, and,
Dude, that's if
we were
that's
surprised many times.
that's something
on
that Lev got down
Yeah,
as
I
well,
think
man.
as well,
Phantom
like, you
users.
look at this from KC's perspective. You got a Sage Viper setup, solo duelist. You kind of expect this composition to be better on the defense. And so the fact that they've started to lose rounds,
Three
not really
here.
be able to slow opponents down, this is risky.
Oh.
It's a weird stack. And of course, FNATIC, we're not expecting 3 players to be sat in the vent.
Yeah, and Cloud has a chance to walk over towards site. Not the best gun for it, though.
Double diving
That's
into vent.
still weird. Like,
It is
3
weird.
players is weird.
It is, oh, listen, you jump into vents anytime during a game, any moment. Chances of there being 3 players, they're talking very low. Oh, well, Levin's managed to sneak one at least. But
This
for
gets weird. Boaster doesn't want to give
FNATIC,
away where he
I didn't
TP'd to.
expect this to go this way. They dive in, they find 3, they make an aggressive stance against the pistols and pay for it. They have ended up with a decent
is
bit of
very
map control. They've essentially completely swapped positions. FNATIC are now defending, but need to plant the spike. And KC are waiting to attack a site after the plant comes down. This is from the attacker's side. This is strange, and you can see how Boaster's trying to put the pieces together of what's going on, but I don't think you're going to solve this puzzle unless all the pieces are revealed.
Oh, the moment he plants...
It's a plant for heaven as well.
Give the game... Well, I feel like with the clear through mid from Crashies and him going all the way in towards screens, there was nowhere else that anybody could be. Crashies trying to avenge his fallen comrades.
God, the timing's nuts.
And that is
timing's
the
nuts.
worst possible timing.
It couldn't have been any better. The second he turned away.
Everything almost perfectly on the KC side. I don't know if that is one of the few
Sage res as well.
Strat book or
definitely one of the harder maps to get the Sage res value. You just gotta fight him over towards mid or top A.
Such a strange round to see. The double dive in against the eco, a risk taken, the reward certainly not found.
But look at the timing on that.
Genuine, the second he turns, and then the legs are seen go up the rope.
Look his arms go up. He's like, come on!
Yeah. Well, he knows, like, that was pixel perfect from Narrate. A res online now for the defensive side, and the lead is there still. Operator pulling into play for Levin, and he has aggressive ideas. Who's surprised at that? But he won't hit the opening shot, and going back in here is a risk. They're on a high-low. Oh, they were on a high-low. Now Crashies has walked in, and it's a good job, too. That shot just whizzed straight over Alpha's head.
Dude, FNATIC bringing back their old school strats every single time they're the Euro. That's what they do, little B-split.
Maybe they forgot about what this ultimate could do.
Great.
So much space to take. How is no one died
To
yet?
get to lovely little trade on this. DOS9 came back. Wait, DOS9's kind of owned it.
But it's not on the way of FNATIC. Maybe it has. Never mind. What do I know? In fact,
I mean, I'll take responsibility for it, but I'm not taking the full 100% for the repeat. I'll take like 50%. I'll go halves with him on that. Why did he repeat that?
It seemed for KC, they don't get a kill from that point onwards.
Geez, that's got to be tough for Levin, man. He went in 4 shots taken, 4 shots missed.
You know,
got pushed back bit by bit by bit. Yeah, it's me for real. Let's not think about the other maps. The things he did there. So just think about this round.
Yeah.
I could make it on KC.
The money in the bin.
The 5 main 5B, bro.
Holy man. Dude, he wants to win so bad. In terms of who wants it more, holy man, he really wants it.
People I've ever met in esports. But geez, in the coaching booth, he's a different guy. I've never seen him get angry.
Yeah, he's really into it.
You get him in a game. And that competitive spirit comes out. Jesus.
That monitor's got to be sat there like, what did
Wait, look at this from FNATIC. A pressure, insta, group towards B. Dude, the Yoru makes makes FNATIC look a lot better. Maybe this suits them quite a lot.
Even still, he'll take Althea down. Now Levin is there from above.
Is the Yoru their savior?
He cannot hit an operator shot to save his life. It's 5 missed in a row.
Look how fast and decisive this was.
Well, a lot of these have looked like freebies.
Managed to create pressure, which they always want to do as well, so they feel like they've done enough. And it kept 3 interested over towards 8, insta-rotate.
Ult-wise, the res is not going to hold any value, at least for now. Someone else would have to fall. Boaster up top. Viper Orb also holding the back.
Oh, that kind of... Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, it's all good. Dude, imagine. I was so worried for Boaster there. God, that was a rough POV to be on.
For the next round.
Yeah, that was for FNATIC. As soon as the orb is about to fade, when you see Cloud step forward with the ult, you think it has to be done. He was a little late on putting the snake bite down, I think conscious of people having pushed through. And the second it goes down, they've got them boxed in. Players outside.
This is one of their... I might have had a couple of nice rounds. This is probably my favorite round from them. I do like it when FNATIC keep it simple.
Boaster tickling them from up above and Cloud dragging them down below. It's 5-4. One coach is taking that better than the other.
Oh, he's gone from anger. Now he's in denial.
I want to go give him a hug, man. This that was we hung on that for so long.
They actually just rested on. They rested on it for like 10 seconds extra.
And they're only 1 round behind. 5-4. Much more patient move from FNATIC. Looks
All
like
5 stages of grief in one half.
Side of the map. The Rate's the one to try and take contact. He hasn't had the
Is that what they were waiting for? Fade over towards
either
heaven?
his chamber
Yeah.
or his Phoenix.
Smoke towards middle as well. Make it look like they're hitting over towards mid.
Again,
Dude, where's this FNATIC been? Just the smallest amount of fake pressure into a burst.
The seas fades, in fact,
like it's nice.
There was no damage
this is what works.
done at all.
Well, they've got the site, or at least they
Did
can
that defense smoke right there? What a beast of a
FNATIC
smoke that is.
Still have 2 players to deal with, and okay, the Rate's going to fall quite quickly. Abba is still standing his ground, though. He's taken down 1, but Crashies has made this an almost impossible task. Maybe not something we should say in the same sentence
2v4 at
as
his peak.
His performance in the last.
So once they take side, they should switch and go heaven, but it's very nice from Levin if he just considers this. Yeah, this is good, man. Because Aves can just call that it's a good pump for heaven. They should be trying to take heaven. Very nice. Very nice. Dude, what a lovely 2v4 from them. Definitely a couple of oversteps from FNATIC that they're going to regret. But that was very, very nice. I wonder how the comms were on this one. As soon as they realized it was a plant for heaven,
Yeah,
Levin just played it great.
He was there from the beginning. It maybe should have been dead to rights, especially after what Crashies was able to do up top, but he just holds that backside position, doesn't allow them.
It's a shame because all of the hard work from FNATIC here was really good again. It was a very nice round once again.
The rocket can even land. 5-5. Maybe an unlikely round for KC, but that's kind of what this match has been like, a consistent back and forth between the 2 teams in map 1 and map 3.
2 rounds left to play.
Really late call on this,
Res
right?
online for Narrate. Nightfall for both squads.
Instant tether over towards B to make it look like, well, not to make it look, but I guess you can get full info on whether you've actually created a question mark here, because you would say if it attaches or not, and you could be over towards the right side. So they know for sure a question mark's here.
They're found out at least one is there. With
So at the moment, literally every single round from FNATIC, it's just a little bit of fake pressure, question mark, and then descend.
They don't know.
This Sage Wall here is wrecking them. And at the same time, when it gets a little quiet,
it's based off the Nightfall.
Prowler over towards B, cleared B, set this up, rotates going in, can get 3 here, and they're still going to have Sage slow, right? 1 Sage slow. K-Corp should win this round. Wait, what the hell's this guy doing?
They know they can continue to slow them down.
Okay, Prowler clears middle.
But instead, up top, the opponents go. Kayak's done well to start.
Oh.
Now the Nightfall goes through, as you see. Doesn't connect onto anybody, but it lets them know that the site is clear. They can get into the post plant. The devil of the last round. The
Fatal for the retake. Are they going to be on top of where Cloud is this time? Does FNATIC try something different now that they kind of know that Cloud's most likely in this area?
Look at the battle between Cloud and Levin that's now being set up. KC are taking
big play from Boaster. Big play from Boaster. Big drill.
Now making it down the ramp all the while. Cloud is playing the long game, but that means the rest of FNATIC have to hold strong. They have to delay as much as they can with no utility left. Bar on Cloud. It's going to be tough. They have to do it with the rifles, and Cloud's being caught. They were watching the flank, but that's when Kayak turns up for FNATIC. Left it what? That shot was insane from Levin. Another needed onto Kayak. A right click could be enough.
Oh, there's no time. Bro, what a shot that
all the kills. The clock is an enemy no man can defeat. 6-5.
These rounds are very close, by the way.
What a round from Levin, though.
Yeah, as soon as he hit that shot, I just wanted him to win the round, to be honest with you.
The shots we were talking about earlier.
Slow it down.
Maybe he was saving up all of his power for the one that he showed. Obviously, Kayak, an insane one. But it's while landing, then flicks to the headshot. That is insane. But just a little bit too late on the clock to get the round done. It goes FNATIC's way.
I thought at least one should have got hit, Bacon, yeah. But it's I don't know the thing on that. One getting hit is fine, right? Or do you need to do multiple?
I'm watching Levin.
Because one should get hit and then push into spawn once they cleared it, so it looks like the tether went there, right?
Through it and now sits posted up on the angle.
Because they cleared it with the Prowlers. They know it's clear.
The pit's still up. It's going to keep.
It's separate pings.
FNATIC
Yeah,
out
but
mid.
one has to get hit there for
If they
info,
go
right?
walking back in, even just to take a peek.
Like fake info.
Levin's going to rip them to shreds. The problem is, rotate off the back of Doge's information. He sat up aggressive in B main. Because they have that info, they've sent players towards this A site. FNATIC will only have one man standing in their way, and
yeah, that's nice from both though. Especially against the Viper ult, it's really, really good. Fake Omen's, fake Omen ult.
Well, it's time to run for
Ult's
Doge.
basically on himself so that he creates pressure on spawn. They clear it very fast. You got to keep an eye on Sagetsu on this one. It's gonna be a big 1v1 on this.
A judge, an operator. These are not guns you want in these sort of circumstances. And while a man down is not
There's a couple of rounds from
Aves. Kayak has done
Would have been rough.
This Yoru looking good, and Cloud on flank watches.
It's a shame because he had such a good ascent.
Catch him out of position has been incredibly tough.
What a
for the
fader.
remaining 3 players, I don't see any way back in. It's a little laboured from Kayak, but not anything that matters too much with how much of an advantage they have. And while Levin might be quick, but
it was kind of nice for FNATIC because they got to bring back a lot of their old strats.
Of FNATIC with how much time is left on the job. He's showing you that.
Oh my god, dude.
Of an off round or two. It's nice shots from Levin.
He's hitting some lovely shots, man. All of the crazy shots he's hit haven't really mattered, but it's been nice to watch.
For FNATIC. Aang has made it work, at least for the first half. And now, during the halftime, we're going to send it over to the coach confession that happened after the previous map. We asked Aang if he feels like he has a good read on Zeish's strat book for this map. Let's see what he had to say about that.
Aang, do you feel like you have a good read on Zeish's strat book on this map?
So I think they changed it so much that it's more about, like, you know, who's gonna just show better gameplay with their comps. That's it. I don't think there is a reads or something like this, you know.
Yeah, I mean, historically they said they had no strats. Let me just a sec. Blue Lishy, thanks so much for the prime. Thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate you. Kayak looking comfy on the Yoru. Yeah, I mean they've just had the strat book for a long time. Even back to the darker days. They used to use Yoru on this. They got a lot of stuff they like to do. They brought back some classics. They brought back their Heaven take with the TP over towards default on A to get the plant and then play heavy Heaven. And they the split with the Yoru over towards B. The fake A ramp one as well. Is 5 good for K-COP? It's a little rough for them. I kind of think they need to win a double pistol here personally.
Welcome back, folks. 5-7.
It's like
it's
normal for a double duelist to get 7.
They showed up towards the end of that attack side.
Because of this, it should probably be more like a 6-6 in my head.
The pistol, the only time they managed to see back-to-back rounds was after it. And so coming into this one, I think it's fair to say, Tom, they may need a pistol to give them the leg up. You also said this comp looks better on the defense, at least on an eye test.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they've got planned. I think maybe they're moving as
Good
a
little
pack
bait
will help
in
them
here.
out, as it always seems to do. And well,
that was great. Love how they wait for the contact first before using the Omen Flash.
But it still ends up even.
He did just spam him back at sight.
The back wall have been enough. Crashies goes unchecked, but is there a trade
Crashies,
to be had? Yes,
chill,
there is.
get out of
there. Again, swings and roundabouts. Their team takes an advantage, and it doesn't last long. For Cloud, he was used to being that lurk, the man on the other side of the map. Now he's hoping that his gamble to B is the correct one.
What happened on this? I mean, they lost their double swing over towards B main after.
Might just put a little bit of doubt
they
in
also,
the back of his mind.
once they got Omen
certainly a lot
flashed,
more
supposed to
avenues they can
TP
come
back
from to
his site
flank him.
and just got
And if they are
spammed.
going to go without utility, it's going to be a contact. More likely that they're going to do that from behind than in front. But now it's been long enough. Cloud has to worry about both angles, but there's the information given to him. That was the utility, the signal he was waiting for, the strike.
Oh, shot from Aves.
But it's a bad man to swing.
A good recovery.
That puts him
His
positive, and it puts KC
yeah, I think he cost them in like 2 rounds in the first
I'm really
half here.
enjoying
Personally,
the Aves redemption arc.
yeah, it is good. A good
Being
bit of
that
redemption.
typical IGL under Eng was not working for him, and
Oh, it's a fade
whatever
eye.
structure
Okay.
changes have been made.
Fade eye saw him crossing.
Under Zeiss has given this man a new lease of life. But again, we saw opportunities, advantages in this round for FNATIC. But the
Double
fight
pistol
back
on
is
this.
ever so fierce.
Pistols end 4-2.
And now gives a very
on the
good
map.
opportunity to go into the first buy round level.
Oh, this is definitely not an opportunity that KC can afford to squander. A decently strong buy, 3 rifles and a Spectre. Even making this round close will be a loss for KC. And for now, at least, I see them moving towards middle. This is the plan from FNATIC. This is what they hope KC will do. They're waiting on mid, but they haven't seen anything. And with a minute left on the clock, it's time to go. Just as KC step past the point of no return, but it looks like they'll at least mostly make it out. The wall slowing them down, but Alpha's somehow gotten 2 over it. This is dangerous.
Dude,
He's got
Bandit.
himself a 3rd. And now there's weapons
The
to be
Bandit
recovered. There's an
value.
advantage for FNATIC.
Does he go
And
get
as
the
I
guns
said,
and just throw 'em over?
already making it close.
Oh, he jumped
this
over, okay.
is a big negative for KC.
An
It could
extra
get a
gun for
lot
Crashies,
worse.
but it's going to cost him a little bit of time to get there. He might just
He didn't
ignore
even
it.
take any damage
Yeah.
in those battles, so he
Alpha
is
should
healthy,
drop him the
ready,
Bandit,
and
though.
raring to go. An ace, not an impossibility. And then the best thing is for Crashies and Cloud, they could basically just act as bait. They can use
It's a good round the world.
themselves
No
to try
vision
and
block on this.
give Althea an opportunity. Even still, though, that time has been ticking.
We'll
Dosia
say
still
Cloud's
had
got a
his
good idea
paranoia,
what's
looks to
going
slow
on
them
here.
down, but the position again, the position from Cloud is perfect. He's going to eliminate one of those rifle players that's left, all onto Dosia, and he doesn't have the right angle. It doesn't matter now
swing.
that Crashies has let go, and a chance to maybe save the day. I think the diffusel's
Ah,
just
that's a
gonna come
crazy
over the
round
line.
from Alpha.
It is a Moda
That's a
thrifty,
crazy
closed
round.
out
3
by
over
Cloud,
towards middle with
but
the
won
Bandit.
by Alpha, yeah.
That should have been neck.
That was the
and
only
neck.
gun
That
into this,
should have
right?
been
Was it his
KC's
Bandit?
way back in, and
Bandit
they
Ghost?
lose the second round
I think.
to Alpha.
Maybe not even the
And this
Ghost.
guy being
Dude, look at the
gifted
shots.
3 over the top of the wall for
gun's
2.
so strong, chat.
Sensational work.
I got to see more Bandits.
Close out. 0.21 of a
Oh,
second. I knew
Jesus.
that desk was going to get a punishment. I don't know what that
mate.
desk has done to him.
That
but I
desk
know
is
what he's
getting
done to the
wrecked.
desk. It is-
Well-built desk.
There's going to be a fine coming
All I'm
up.
going to say is that desk barely flinches.
That's true. There's not even a dent on it.
Well, 8-6. The second time
Getsu hero
in this
gun.
series that has happened. The last, I believe, was the map that they lost. Crucial round slipping out of KC's hands.
Aves gets a kill, he
Sure,
gets his
if
ult.
Althea is
but-
going to hit shots like that, I'll be honest, like when I heard the Bandit was being buffed, I kind of went, I think that might be a little bit silly. But I do think it was mainly to get people to use it. And now I'm seeing people like Althea use it. Maybe it needs to be nerfed, because that was insane. He could just tap people out of the round like it's nothing.
Already when we saw people use it, it was strong.
Yeah.
And then you hear there's a buff coming, and obviously it is for pick rates, for selection, buy rates.
Yeah.
But that has to be undone, I'd imagine. Because I still don't think we're seeing the full ceiling of it in those low buy rounds, but
That was pretty close.
yeah, that was a pretty good, but that was an example, right? You need to have a lot of examples before we start tweaking the game.
What the?
I don't think it'll be too long before we do. FNATIC, man advantage already. It is an eco that they're up against. The rifle on Sugetsu, the only shining light of hope for this attacking side. But stranger things have happened than a round like this going their way. Doja, oh my goodness. Oh, the timing is insane! What is that fight? What? Okay, well, Alpha somehow gets out
Great
of there
little jump
alive,
out.
ends up taking the right,
Aves
ends
has
up
got to commit
taking
there.
Aves. And you know what? He'll take the bloody round with it. Sugetsu.
Lovely jump.
Reloading,
What
but
the hell was
finally
that?
gets it on the shorty.
A nice shot though.
Jesus, what a round from Alfier.
God,
I
this
mean
was a
that
stacked round.
in every sense of the word. What a round from Alfier.
He's really come alive in this defensive half already. The 4K in this round. A multi-frag to give them the last round. Oh, it's just the worst timing for either player. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Oh, God. I think Dosia's going to have nightmares about that. And then watch 2 of his teammates die. Well, sorry, 3 of them die because of it.
I love you, Bratan. I love you. It's your time.
Trust me, bro. If you saw what he did, you'd love him even more. The little cha-cha slide, right and left, beautiful the reverse on it.
Big rounds, man.
9-6,
Must win for
3
K-Corp. They got a
rounds in between
fatal
them,
to
but
make
is
it
definitely
easy,
feeling
and it
like
looks
the
like they're going to
chasm
keep
is
it
widening
simple.
in favor of FNATIC.
Wow.
Finally, Alfier will
Dude,
face certain
the
death.
fade was one of the first to swing there.
die.
That's so scary.
It was an attempt. I'm going to assume to maybe just try and catch Sugetsu on the lurk. The C's even thrown in, but no damage really found for it. Defenders have
He put the clone down
taken
before
a
he
fair
went.
amount of early control. The TP away, maybe used as a ruse to leave Cloud behind.
Yeah, that's
Nothing
going to keep
being
this simple.
spotted.
It's going to be hard for
Because of that,
it's gonna be hard for
Gonna now
Crashies on this
gamble
one.
the
Prowler hits
rotation.
over towards there though, so and they got the B
back
lineup.
towards this A site. It's the right call, but the reason we
Oh,
see this
3
so often
here.
is because of that night.
K-Corp might have rushed this a
Clear
little.
The entirety of the backside and elbow.
Dude,
Forces
they
them
didn't
out
get
of
too
the
much on
site,
this. Are they
but you
pivoting
have
back
to
though?
look
I mean, the
at
pivot back's a
new
really good
position
call.
taken up
Cloud
by
could own
Cloud.
everyone.
That now covers them off in heaven.
Oh, that spam was fantastic.
Did so much damage
Taking
onto
out as
the
he's
Raze
done
as well.
damage, left 11 on his last legs.
Keep an eye on
And the push
Boaster.
up in
Early
B main
rotate, made
from
footsteps. They
Kayak.
heard him, but they don't know
And the
about B
distraction
main.
here is Boaster
They might
working his
think
way up
Boaster's
through. In fact,
solo
he might
here.
be a sacrificial lamb. But do they expect the other man?
Oh,
Well, they've spotted him
need
now.
to get more.
Okay, danger.
Wait.
Well, spotted, but not dealt with just yet. Luckily, he'll only get the one.
Crashies is pretty fast over towards
Spike
B main
plant.
here.
Another flank coming though. Crashies also went the long way around. It leaves a bit of an awkward gap in heaven though. That's the
Just
bigger
got
problem.
fade, eh?
If they're unable to
He
clear
wants to get a kill
Dosia,
before he reveals it
he
though,
might
right?
be able to buy enough time. But also for Crashies, yep,
Yeah, well,
the
now he's got a
high-low,
fade eye.
difficult to clear. They're also wary of where that second player is coming from, but as I said, Dosia still acts as that safe pair of
spam?
hands. And for Crashies now, he doesn't even know where that second player is. He's got to try and figure out Dosia's position, but Dosia's giving nothing. I like this. Just sits back.
Crashies is going to work. Crashies is going to be like, why the hell have they given me a free
Okay,
1v1
there's
there?
one kill, but the time already gone. He didn't
did
even
good
have to
damage.
make a step. Now at this point, there's nothing Crashies can do. He made it costly,
Yeah, he
but
did good
ultimately
damage.
it's a 7th round for KC.
Yeah, they have gotten
And they got
themselves
a
back
fatal
on
out
the
of them.
board. A little bit of fluidity from them with the start out towards A main, but happy to wrap back around, and this space taken by Sugetsu was perfect. It did seem like Kayak was going to be a big problem in main. He jumps out, sees 3 players, ends up catching one with the flash, but again, it was Sugetsu to pick up that piece. And like I said, the reason I was so harsh on him in the previous is because I don't really see him not play that way that often, right? Like play that poorly. With Sugetsu, someone we have a high skill ceiling for. We've seen it. We've seen it reached plenty of times. And he had a very quiet performance today, or at least on this map, sorry. That's Narrate, right? And we've also seen him step up in this series. These are players we know can deliver in a big way. But the battle sage...
Bit of pressure over towards A, insta group up.
Been working out
Also,
quite
this
as
is very
well
nice
as
from
we'd hoped.
FNATIC though. Oh, dude, look at this. They managed to
Boast's
clear the
paranoia.
question mark before the TP
Fox
ran out,
not
so they get the
landed
Euro
on.
rotate already
Cloud.
here, and Fades are going to be here.
SMG's not
All
gonna be great at the
passing.
wallbangs, but it will be great if they try and run through a snake bite. They wanted to try and join
Yeah,
Levin,
K-Corp
and they
can't do
have
this. You
in
can't
the
go this fast
grave.
against a Euro
It
comp.
leaves Narrate, and well, he's got his res, but I don't see an opportunity to use it unless
It
he's
was
going to
it was a
use
lovely
someone
round
as
to watch from
bait.
FNATIC.
To be honest, this, like right now, a 5-11 Narrate in a 1v4, this is where I feel like he's most dangerous. He's not only got a point to prove, but he doesn't have to worry anymore about anybody
Euro might
else.
save this team.
Doesn't have to worry about
It
his
looks so
utility.
comfy for them
All
right
he has
now.
to do is shoot people, and you put Narrate into a death match, and well, the results are up in the air to say the least. The
You
reality
think
is, though,
long
you take a look at the
term
credits
those
for
teams
KC,
avoiding
and they're not
Sage
the
outside of
healthiest.
Sunset will be
Levin's
in better
doing
spot long
decent,
term?
but it is
Probably.
probably better to carry this rifle forward to the
30
next.
seconds
Something
left.
about the 1v4
I'm saying it.
spike down just
I'm surprised
doesn't
more
really hit
teams.
for
Well,
me.
I'm surprised more
But-
teams
It's whether
didn't
he
pick
gets
the
away
Yoru,
with it
but
or
I
not.
guess at
mean,
the same
Crashy's
time
probably
they only
isn't gonna
found
clear
out
the
about
spawn
the
here, surely.
change
You look
like
towards
what, a
the A
week
side. Maybe
before?
he's flanking all the
Maybe
way
even less
around,
than a
but
week before.
if he does and he catches
Yeah, maybe
Narrate, which
Bacon.
for now at least he's locked in on it.
10 seconds left.
I think Sage is okay though,
decided
but
that he's
if
thought
I'm running
twice.
Sage at the
I think he's
moment,
thought twice
again map
about
dependent.
going this. I think he's thought twice about going
Like
this way.
maybe you do it
Yeah.
with a chamber.
He thought twice
Can
about
he
it.
hear you? Because it genuinely feels like this is just narrate
I
rage.
would, obviously not this map, but
There we go.
There you go. Well, Crashies now knows, but it's too late. Yep, he'll at least be able to hold on to the gun, but we now have KC coming in with a timeout.
I feel like the surprise factor is running out. Yeah, teams are getting used to playing against it.
Hasn't really saved
My
them, and it's
Spectre,
safe to say
boom,
that
boom. I'm sorry.
The immediate apology.
That reminds me of Yampy, man.
it just
It's
hit
such
the
a
back of his mind. He's
Yampy
like,
clip.
Eng's not gonna like
Yeah,
that.
literally. Yeah, Cloud looks over, sees Boaster. He's like, I'm gonna let it out. Bang, bang, bang. Oh no. Daddy's watching.
It just cuts to Eng with a notepad.
Is there a reason
Oh my
whenever someone on
goodness.
Plat
Hell
has to just
off
double duelist with Alpha Mini says it's not happening? I don't know, man. He must know that Boaster doesn't want it to happen, or like
Actually, I think he's
Alpha's.
trying to
I don't know.
He calmed himself. Beautiful.
It's Mini, man. He's very confident with everything he says.
And then, you know, big.
He persuaded
something
Zeta
big.
to play Breach on Ascent. He told him it's for sure going to be a win, and he just said it with so much confidence they just believed him. So now Zeta are playing Breach on Ascent. So I don't know. He just says stuff with
I think I got
confidence,
it.
and people just
I made
believe
the
him.
comparison earlier. Just realized of Eng being Davy Jones, but he was the one to take out the Dutchman.
My guy can't even work out how to
Nice.
work a brand new laptop
So he did
camera.
Pretty cool.
We can't be listening to him anymore.
10-7. FNATIC. After Ascent, I was definitely a little bit worried for them coming into this map, but even with both pistols going the way of the opposition, they find themselves 10-7. Alfie has looked
baths have gone to his
Cloud
head,
again
probably.
has been a consistent factor throughout this series. Definitely looking like a great pickup from the side of FNATIC. Do KC still
Why
have
no Plat chat this
the
week?
ability to
Hey, we
bounce
had Plat
back from
chat.
this one?
Mini
We've
got it
seen them
removed.
perform fantastically well in their first couple of games. After a 0-5 stage one, they've looked like a different beast. But is this the bubble
Good low info on this.
about to
Wait,
be
surely you
burst?
don't. Boaster?
Ooh.
I like the confidence,
Warning
Boaster.
shots.
Exactly. He's scaring him
I don't
away
like the
from his
actual play
lab.
itself,
That's
but I like the
what we
confidence.
want to see. This is my site. Back off. Or you won't like what happens next, buddy.
Yeah, and no one wants the from the shadows anyway. It's just very good management of orbs.
Yes, yes, that's
Either
exactly
way.
what I was going to say.
Contact into heaven. TP in, but it was more so just a ruse. Alpha,
Stun.
he stunned half the team and
What
looks
a-
to go in for more. He's
Oh.
just been right-click classicked by
Dude,
Aves.
mate, Aves is kind of
Boaster's warning
it's
shots.
kind of insane recently. I got to shout out Crashies, man. The tether was awesome.
I'm surprised we see the res come through. They have managed to pick up a rifle, but in this round where there's still so many vulnerabilities, a res
Yeah,
seems
good time
very
on this one.
surprising.
Bandit in play as well.
Maybe Narrate just wanting to finally be able to use it, but is it used for nothing? No, Aves
Cloud,
with
tunnel
that trade
vision.
back. The res assist has come in for Narrate, and now he's going to get himself a plant.
Feel a bit peeved off if you're Levin, to be
No.
honest. Kayak taking down
How's it-
two.
Sure.
Well, he's put this round to bed, hasn't he? Aves all alone. Finds himself one more. The man brought back from the dead man walking.
Yeah,
But he's
good,
got to put
Aves.
two more bodies on the floor, and they are peeking together. Boaster and Crashies
Ah, it's
won't
unlucky.
let this one slip. He's up against the deadly duo.
Now low drop
5
down.
bullets left. The reload might be needed, but he wants to pick first. He wants to take them
Ooh,
down.
that's
and with
unlucky.
the
That's
mag
unlucky. That was a
running
nice
dry,
try.
So too were his chances. Brashy's
Aves
out
looks
on
so
top
much comfier
with
on
11
the-
to 7.
It's at
On
least
the,
a couple of assists for Narrate, but
Initiator, man.
I was very surprised to see that ultimate
Kind of feels
used.
mad
Maybe
that he had a
couple
whole
more
arc
coming online
on
for them soon, and
Phoenix.
with the deficit, they wanted to try and bring it back a little bit earlier. I'm also surprised that we only see one here, because this is the kill that, in my
Ooh,
eyes,
that
is
kill is-
straight BS.
I think I figured it out, actually. Aves might be cheating. And
Yes,
that-
he could also control how the spread of a right-click classic goes.
He's programming his own stuff. Goodness
This is
gracious.
the round.
What a game this has been.
Lose
It has
this is
delivered
done.
at every turn, but we may be nearing the end of this story for KC. started out so bright, but dark times are here. 11-7, 4 rounds behind. Big round for KC. Ulti's online, rifles in hand, and a man advantage already.
I think one of those ults might have just been earned from that kill from Abbas. So again, he seems to drag his team through this. He had an unbelievable map 2 on Ascent. Set the bar for how you can perform as an IGL, but
Big Joe, B-main.
Cloud.
They were both on this angle a second ago.
he has been
Oh, it was weird timing.
quite
Man.
aggressive
Again.
in his stances. Almost a lurker on the defense, but
They might go back to B. If Cloud doesn't overextend here, this could be huge. I think he's going to get the pick that stops them going that way.
Fade, ult, and pivot to B. The fatal back. One gets hit. Oh no, now what? Now they've got to go A. They're trying to fake B with this. Oh, but then they prodded over towards Heaven. Now they've got to raise luck because this is the guy that was trying to fake over towards B. He's got good timing, right? Close to dead. 20 seconds.
It's going to be down to Alpha on the side, but sometimes that's enough. He quickly got 2 kills. And although the spike plant is inevitable, there's still an opportunity for Cloud. Making his way towards Levin. He'll get himself a 1v1 fight, but it's an unfair fight. He was caught on the rope, maybe expecting them to group up together to fight this one. Levin
this was a hectic
actually ends
round.
up being a hugely important piece of that round, catching the lurk and then killing off the player at the end.
Finding those picks, gets him showstopper online for the next.
Lovely,
super important, but it is. You have to give him credit for it because you know what? I take the credit away when he does the opposite. Great display of patience from Levin. That lurk through B, catching the rotation coming out of Boaster, and then having that same impact by playing close to mid and hearing Cloud on the rotation.
To make this one easy as well.
Really nice round from Levin, and it's given them a.
If FNATIC lose this one, they're gonna have to have a low buy. It'll still be pretty decent.
Very important one because for KC, win this, not only do you stop FNATIC hitting 12, which is a good enough reason to win, but you'll also stop them hitting 12 in the next, most likely, because look at the credits. They are not looking pretty on that defensive side.
Althea could buy a bandit.
True. Yeah. Well, guess nothing's guaranteed in this life.
Showstopper. Bit of an awkward one. He's taking a lot of control. They walk
how's that not a kill?
Opportunity for Cloud. I feel like a judge at that angle should have got him a little bit
more.
No,
the observer's melting.
Has gone the way
it's a disaster.
From the depths of defeat to winning every scrappy battle.
Prius made his way to EMEA.
A judge in a smoke finding 0 kills, and then the fight from Sugetsu. Now for Crashies and Kayak, it is basically a scenario of, I was going to say, stick together and hope that you get it over the line. Instead, they have split up and look for clues. Crashies is about to find out where they are, and he's also found a bullet from Levin.
Very far.
Kayak, this would be a
very far away from ults, man.
A chance to take down Narrate on the plant, that little gap in the wall, but
I think he just let Narrate run it.
As we've already said, FNATIC are not in the greatest financial spot. Unless they come throwing themselves at him and give him the chance to win the round, he won't be trying to find that chance for himself. He won't be creating that opportunity. It's simply a save of the weapon, which for FNATIC won't arm them to the teeth in the next, but it's really, we're in the danger zone now. KC pushing up to 9, 5 players alive. It's a lot of credits at their back. And add to that, as we said, it's not likely to be a very costly round in the next for the attacking side. They could end up in a really strong economic position. To be honest, considering it's 11 on the board for FNATIC, they're already in that spot. Ultimate's coming online and a convincing round. I'm believing in KC again. I doubt Zaysh is, but I am. I feel like we're going to see a replay of him like smashing a desk here or something.
Wait.
Maybe not in this round. Maybe not quite a smile. But not quite
just a blank stare at the monitor again.
Man, that's a little unlucky. They're supposed to make some sound.
There's nothing to see. That's all you need to know.
I'm sure.
11-9. And yeah, it was kind of like
Boston
there were
down
some
to
vulnerabilities in the last round, although the judge ended up being positioned. I did expect a little bit more. But they still
very hit or miss at the
moment.
moment.
This one either, so
doesn't really hit that much.
Maybe stretching the credits a little bit too
Hero
thin.
Gun has a TP.
The walk-up, it's expected. Even
Nice.
still, it being expected and dealing with it is difficult.
And they create a little bit of pressure over towards middle, so might have to use some fade you too early.
Scot-free. Little bit of damage. And the same can be said for Levin, who has now been
This is good. As they're re-clearing over towards middle, we got a little B re-clear as well.
To reclaim that space, and the rest of FNATIC again.
Dude, honestly, FNATIC kind of did this style with on a buy round.
To put pressure in towards the spawn, but Dosia just
they
has
would win
no
a round.
interest in fighting that. And even with Kayak being able to get into aggressive positions,
new
okay,
Yori
he's left
patch,
the
yeah.
player behind, but
20
he's now
seconds
used
TP.
pretty much all of his utility and not really found much for it.
Well, the good test of the Bucky right here.
Alpha. You mentioned the judge in the previous. This is the bookie up close. Being held by Doja for now.
We're doing A fake into B split,
Nobody
or...
gonna attempt fate. Although maybe he will.
Mate,
It looks like the
no,
spike
right, you
is
got
still
this.
heading
You got
towards
the
B,
spike.
but I assume this is just a ruse being sold, trying to drag those rotations over, get that utility out of the defense,
Okay,
make him
B
spook,
fake
make him
into A
scared,
here.
and
3
then run
here
into
with the
a wide
clones.
open A site. I think that's the plan from KC. A lot of FNATIC are still here.
It's feeling a little bit nervy.
Ooh.
20 seconds left, and that rifle's still here. It's the one kill, but it's traded
Dude, the
immediately.
double
And Levin
satchel.
then deals with the
Fully
remaining
back
two
aside.
defenders.
Boss is going to try to take a
Spike
time because of the
still
time.
needs to cross, but they were waiting to bait things out and narrate with a few seconds left on the clock. Will get that spike down. It looked for a second like this was going to be a blunder with a nervy finish. Instead, Althea now has 4 players and a Bucky.
My bad last round, I'm
Look,
melting.
finding a couple of
Yeah, it
kills
was a
here is gonna
Prius round.
be
It happens.
The ideal scenario, make it extremely costly would be great.
If he gets
but it
one,
doesn't
I'm
really
impressed.
matter that much, considering the fact that KC, you're not talking about the credits on KC going anywhere. And I don't think
The
you're really
Paper
talking
X
about
use
Alpha
this act
having
to
his
get some of
ultimate
the
before the
Yori
half
stuff
is
back.
over. Like if he has a big step
They should
up
probably
round,
like have
sure,
it
he'll have it online,
on
but
a
the
couple
half
of
will also
maps.
probably be over.
Like keep it fresh because
Whereas
you've
on the
already got
side
the
of
strat
KC,
book.
An
They
orb
could
to
just
11 after that
have
big
some
round
stuff.
is certainly going to
It
give
definitely
him the
suits how
opportunity
Summon
to have a
plays.
showstopper fairly soon. It's not
So
quite the
I
attempt.
think they can definitely have
go
some
for
of
the
it.
defuse at
You
the
would
end.
pick
I
your
think
maps
he's
up
He was
Slightly
grabbing a
slightly off.
rifle, but he
Oh,
died anyway.
I didn't notice he picked up a rifle.
He picked up
That's
a
a nice
rifle,
idea.
but
I like
he wasn't
that.
quite quick enough.
Yeah. I was like, he's definitely too late to bait them
Yeah.
into sticking around.
Lotus?
Like, well, okay, that
Yeah,
was-
I mean, they could do
he
loads
picked
of
up
split.
The vandal that Kayak dropped. So he went into the
How's
corner,
their breeze
grabbed
been
it, but
recently?
there
I
was
can't even
literally
remember.
no
Yeah,
time
no,
for him to get
it's-
away. So, well, definitely some frustration seeping in. 3 rounds lost in a row. And now it is going to be a FNATIC tactical pause. An opportunity once again, but it really does feel like this has been the case throughout the game.
Now I
Whenever
know
especially in the first
why
map. in this
Sliggy
one,
never reads
feel
YouTube
like a
chat. We
team has
never
a hold
comment
it,
on the
and
game.
they're gonna just
Holy.
run to the finish, and
We got a
immediately the
YouTube
game
chatter
just
calling
flips
out
on its
YouTube.
head. Levin looks to match up versus the likes of Althea, the 2 Turkish superstars, sat 22 and 21 kills. And there have been a player here or there missing, Boaster struggling a little bit more. Narrate also surprisingly
Unlike Twitch chat that
slow
stays
game, but
completely
he
on
has been coming
topic.
back into things.
You guys are normal. Well,
FNATIC, even if this is just a momentum shift, try and slow them
that's
down
pretty
a
fair.
little bit, because from what we've seen, even going into that site with, what was it? It was less than 20 seconds by the time they actually executed. It didn't look that uncomfortable in the end.
No, a big part of that is Levin on that dive to back sight and Narrate picking up some as well. That definitely could have been uncomfortable. Just a couple of shots missed for FNATIC and looking the wrong way in heavy traffic as Levin made it up and over. They were watching for it moments before, but they turned their back just as he made it onto the site. Timing was good for KC. That's been a factor. And thinking about this team in particular, I feel like their style of playing it more loose creates those opportunities more often than anyone else that we've seen.
That has not worked out how he planned. What is that spread? What is that spread?
What is that pit, bro? I've never seen that before. You can't misclick a pit. What is that? What am I missing? It's either genius or stupid, and I don't know which.
Oh, it's not great.
Well, maybe we're gonna
It's
find
not
out.
great.
Maybe they don't want them pushing B main. Maybe they want them to fight into mid. They're getting that mid fight. We'll see if they're ready for it. 3 players holding on the other side. Sugetsu still just holding on to B main. He's got it on lock.
Oh, has he? You don't think they'll push into it?
You never know. Because that's what he's expecting them to do.
Dude, that spread's a little unlucky, though. He did it.
Listen, if anyone walks through
I
this,
mean,
they're an idiot. I just want to say that plain and simple. That's the weirdest pit I've ever seen in my life.
It's unlucky though, is it not?
I'm trying to think of a stranger one. Why?
Maybe it's the ultimate counter to Kayak, who's been pushing that every single round. He's just going to stay in the pit the whole time.
Oh boy,
Levin's
dude, this
failed
isn't a pretty round.
Blast pack up, and Cloud is now.
Hey, where's all his bullets got? He's got 6 bullets or something. He's got 9 bullets.
Potentially use a rest. Alpha, yeah. Dealing damage onto 1, keeps that man advantage going, but it's got
Cloud meant to do this. Spam it with his 9 bullets.
12 seconds to make it onto the site. The cross could be held. An opportunity if they can spam this
nice
one
shot.
out instead.
Big fade eye. Big tether.
They will get that plant
Oh,
in just
he missed the
about.
fade
Comes
eye.
through. It's now left all onto 1.
Surely not.
1 bullet. He's got time to reload, but he's getting spammed at the same time, and eventually Crashies will take us to 12.
I don't want to watch this round back. I feel bad for Sugetsu there. I don't know, man. Like, I can see them pinging about it and he's talking about it. I don't think that's his fault. I felt like he TP'd when, sorry, he ulted when jumping out in the open and it spread like this. Look, that's unlucky. No, look how deep that is over towards B main.
Have you put Sugetsu dying walking? Yeah, you have as well. Actually, I can't say what I want to say to you right now, replay ops. That's disgusting. Now what you've done is disgusting, but what he did is more. He hit it in B main, and then shift walked out of it after a timeout. What are we doing? Okay, well, that's how I feel. That's
you
how
think it clipped the wall? It spread like it clipped the wall.
That's
I agree with you.
Like,
but it really looked like in the replay that
maybe there was a generational idea behind it, but let me tell you, it looked stupid and it did nothing. So, you know, maybe we'll see it another time.
Oh.
Hope not.
Okay. Moving on.
Who goes that hit, by the way?
Shot from Levin. It's landed onto Boaster.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, dude. I was looking at the minimap thinking, are they not just inline?
A site looking like it's going to be theirs. No Viper's pit for the post plant.
5v5 retake. Crashies, if he gets a kill, gets his ult. 11 if he gets a kill, gets his ult.
It's all about that late play. Sugetsu hasn't quite got the pit to work with, but he might still be able to put a bit of a sting onto this. Oh, that's nice. He's actually baited that out beautifully. Cloud has played for a bit of a fool, and now they have to worry about that late flank. That's gone about as well as it could for Sugetsu, and then he got shot in the face. So that's a bit unfortunate, but luckily it's a return. Levin popped the showstopper. That's going to push them back for a moment, buy a little bit more time, and as that clock keeps on ticking, the defuse will be at least tapped to bait out the swing. Abez down, and now 1v1. Okay, it's looking workable for a man like Cloud. He's going to tank that nade, looking to get it to happen. The wrap from Levin is there. 11 on the board for KC. It's the distance either way, but we might see an overtime.
Levin's been incredible in this map. 26 and 13. Him and Alfia continue to go toe-to-toe throughout this map, and even just look how aggressive he was. Goes up with a shorty. And while Alfia fights it back, he's there to close it in the end. Just 1 round, the difference between the two. 11 feeling like an overtime is on the cards. We saw it in map 1. That was where they tasted defeat.
Abez gets an orb, he gets his ult.
For FNATIC now, just look at the buy that's come up behind it. 2 sheriffs, a judge, and at least a couple of rifles.
Minute 15 on the clock. KC challenging for mid, but we've seen this from KC a lot, that they very rarely go in the direction.
This is the last match of the day, yeah.
First engagement or 2. Pressure on mid, they see players up top, and now look to main. Look to Kayak.
Time to jump.
Just now got another TP online, but won't even get a chance to use it. Quick connection by Levin. It's one of the weaknesses taken out. FNATIC
is Prowler.
Looking
like that fade you till
with Alpha already down and out. Feels like an inevitability.
Fade up for Fatal.
Can be retrieved for Crashies. He's definitely had a better map here on Split. And Sugetsu, it is genuine responsibility. This map has just been an annoyance. Be in the backline consistently. Nightfall sent out. Levin just looking to play ahead of it. Nade in, but he's going to get eliminated. Even still, though, it looks like his teammates have the job done. Crashies versus 4. The slows on either side. And he's being wrapped on from the heavens. Well, he's not been spotted, but it won't matter. Narrate is
Right,
there to
2 goes it
close.
for FNATIC. Didn't manage to close it out.
Again, as KC take us all the way, and from FNATIC having a fairly decent advantage to close in regulation, they now have to fight once again to close in overtime.
If Levin gets 6 more kills, he ties the record.
Disappointing for this squad. They were so
Wait, that's kind of
far in the
insane.
lead that even with a couple of rounds going the way of KC,
Well, we need at least a
feel like
double overtime for that.
they really had that much of a chance of making this climb back in. Remember how the half even started. They win the pistol, lose round 2 right off rip. Like FNATIC ran away with this. But KC caught up just in time. Levin in the lead when it comes to kills, 28.
What if he just gets 2 aces?
Billy was saying,
he's not getting 2 aces
that's
in a
what
row.
I'm looking at. So I want to see Levin on this raise. And, well, you got
Aces
to see
are
a
you.
lot of
Hello,
them.
mate. How we
Here's
doing?
a little more in OT.
Nice timing. Hello, mate.
Yeah, it seems like Ascent was more of the blip rather than the norm. These teams have been hard to separate. Could have been a 2-0 on Summit.
They're doing the.
It's gone the
They're
distance
doing the
all
Lev
way.
again.
Normally in these
Just
sort
a
of late games,
retake
that's where
over
you
towards A.
give FNATIC the edge, but with their lead
Boaster
dissipating
is
the
not
walk-up as well,
expecting this
Boaster
push.
could be in a bit of trouble. He's setting up a smoke, doesn't realize how close Levin has got. 1 away from the 30 bomb now for the young
It's a
Turkish
free
star.
site though.
But the rest of the team are making their move in towards the safe
I mean,
side.
that
No
tether's
smokes,
just
of
pointless
course.
now.
Leaves them in a troublesome position, and Cloud is already on his
Big
last
duel at
legs.
spawn.
I think he's going to go for the late flank now. It's probably where he has the most value, but it's going to be a little bit
I
late
do
to
like
the
this
party.
call from Cloud. He's been
Look
here
to
the whole
FNATIC, what
time.
utility
He
do
goes
they
for
have to
the
delay
flank
and bar
around,
a
being low
flash?
HP.
And the relay bolt,
Not the best plant for him though, so got a delay on
site.
site.
On this attack side, Cloud
They're gonna make a
only
plan
now
with the
making it to
flash.
he's got a run,
Hey,
he's
you're
got
in
a
a crossfire.
sprint, but of
You're
course,
getting
hear
one
him if he
kill,
did,
that's
or
it.
He thinks they would. So a slow approach from
Oh.
Cloud, but it looks like they've
Whoa.
taken. Oh my goodness! Alpha and Kayak have shut them down. Cloud should have it all lined up, but he's being
Doable.
caught by Narrate. Crashies
Ooh,
all
that's nice.
alone will only find one.
It's nicely handled.
And it
Look at those
seemed like a
HPs, by the
death
way.
sentence
They're going to
for
feel like a
KC
couple of duels could have
delaying
gone their
that
way.
long, but, well, they've gotten used to playing against Cloud, it seems.
Yeah, I think at this point both teams are so ready for those flanks. Like, I think especially if you have Sugetsu on your team, he does it every single round.
The
You're gonna be
Observer? Ah, that's just
expecting that
unlucky.
if you don't see that Viper immediately,
Everyone's died on the POV.
that you know where he is. I like the call though. They get aggressive in middle, not shying away from the fight. And now KC, after what was a fairly hefty deficit,
Let's go!
they now sit 1 round away from taking this in overtime, going 3-0. The
Okay.
team that was 0-5
Not quite
in
what we're seeing
stage
from
1
K-Corp over there.
could be kicking off their stage 2, 3-0. And well, if I'm not mistaken, being a singular win
From
being
skipping
in that top
play-ins?
2, at least it seems likely.
Yeah, that probably
That
is
would skip
right.
them straight through to the playoffs. Still, a game versus FNATIC is never done until it's done. We saw it 16-14 earlier. It wouldn't be overly surprising to see one again.
Nice from
Well, this is
FNATIC
one
at the
that
moment.
I want to see the Zeiss cam regardless
They
of
got a
what
lot of
happens.
info.
13-12, a chance to win the series against his former head coach for KC, a chance to go 3-0
Oh, what's the
when
timing
this
like on
very
this?
same squad, Banner and crew, were down 0-5 ending last season. Playoffs wasn't something we
Wow.
ever thought. We just wanted to see them
Such a
play,
risk.
for God's sake. And
At
they
least
never
it gets
got
the info
started,
if his
but
team can
now
hit over towards B,
they've
but
come not to play but to win. In this round, that might be tough. They've already lost Sugetsu. The mid lurk not going their way, but they've used their wall as well, and nothing
30
found off
seconds.
the back of it.
35 seconds.
Good
and
try,
they're
3-1
just
from
looking to
Heaven.
Re-clear into middle. This is a lot still to do,
Yeah,
and not
it's
a lot
hard,
of time
man.
to do it. They've got to go through the orb. And are they just going to try and re-hit into this B site through Heaven? That seems to be the plan. 20 seconds left. Cloud is just going to sit and wait in the corner. Are they going to check it? They haven't checked it! And wow, Alfia swings before his teammate can even
Nice shot.
deal that final blow. A nice shot for Levin, but it's irrelevant. The spike up top, 13-13.
how many kills did he get in this
And while that
overtime?
delay
2, right?
was more than enough to slow KC down. We go another.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good fight for Sugetsu. He walked out with his back turned in mid. They lost that second prong to the offense and then said, okay, well, We gotta have someone go up top. We can't all come out of main. It's a bloodbath. It's a death sentence, but it was either way. Round 27. 30 kills for Levin. He has been fighting tooth and nail for this map and for this series. But the upper hand still to be gained here. We've spotted them cross up towards ramp at least. That's good space for FNATIC. But what are they going to do with it?
Boaster on a much more passive lurk after the last round. That mid pressure catching him off guard. Definitely a little bit more careful about it. The defense have also got 3 players towards the heavens, so clearly feeling like the likelihood of an A-take is there.
But where's Boaster
as of
going?
right now, we can see that rotation.
Boaster gets the spike.
TP there from Kayak.
Well, they want a fake pump. They're doing it. They're going for a double fake.
He's not. He's stuck around, and now
little
the spike
fake
comes back
pump
towards
from
him.
the Yoru over towards A.
Initially, and
They're trying to make it look like when he faked over towards Heaven and then TP'd and B hit. They just get all the info over towards B, and then there's a 2-person stack on A.
Still here. Aves is still here. They sit in the corners, but immediately are cleared. Aves,
Oh
the
my God,
second
Kayak.
player, but Kayak still gets both.
Spike.
But then there was another prong.
Big Joe.
The third to the fork that was this A-site defense. And although they'll be able to potentially get a plant, they're pressuring, they're pushing. The flank was
Oh my
what
God.
they're waiting for.
Holy
Oh,
hell,
he's
bro.
on
Look
the
at the
line, and he
heroes.
has. It
The
looked
heroes
like
are here in force.
there were problems with him being the only man there.
Kayak
Instead,
into clouds.
He gets them to the point of victory.
And the rate is going to be gutted that he didn't swing that corner. He thought he made enough sound that they would get off the spike on this.
That was a different level. On the third map in overtime, yeah, Kayak stepped up big time here as well. But Cloud got that plant in with a second to spare. Not just
No one's
because
going
of the
wide
time
on
the
that.
clock, but because of the forces gathering around him. They try to flood in, they try to deal with him, but too little, too late.
Mate, chill.
And it's getting to Zay.
God, it's every other round. That is bad though. Once he gets the plant there, someone's got to go wide.
One round.
He can't kill you both there, especially after planting it. It takes him a bit to get his gun out.
First loss on the board for Zace's head coach for KC on this run. And it happening at the hands of their former head coach.
Yeah.
He took off the headphones.
Like
he took off the headphones so calmly before doing that.
Very appreciative of that. Didn't know what that would sound like, but now I do. Thanks to Zeiss. Thanks to Levin. Man, they would have been out of
He's
this
going to do it.
Oh, long ago.
A long time ago.
How many more? 2?
And he's just gonna swing
is it 2 more now?
Yeah,
Or is it 1 more now?
That guy with multiple trophies under his belt, it means nothing to Levin. A double opener.
I think it's 2 more now.
Looking for a response, but there is no response. Boaster, 1v4.
One to tie, 2 to beat.
I'm not sure.
I mean, no one
this
wants
is
to
one
tie
of
with it. You got to beat it.
He's had troubles individually. Sure, he gets a kill onto Narrate, but it's at the cost of almost all of his health, and Aves is just waiting on the other side. 14-14. A series
The record, best of
that
3
is
kill
delivered
record.
and continues to.
He just needs 2 kills.
But at this point, it only delivers because of the performance that Levin is having.
But yeah, Aves was one of the best players I've ever seen in the last map. We said he can't expect that same level, and he's having a good game. 23 and 22. Yet he is still 10 kills behind his boy Levin. The guy who's going in first a lot of the time. The one who should have the excuses that, well, on the attack side, he can't do much, obviously. That's not the case. On every side, he's doing much. And for FNATIC, no victory just yet. We're right
Who holds
back
it at the
into
moment?
overtime, neck and neck with the
Aspas
attack side
pretty
from
sure.
FNATIC. And last time we saw that double fake, the pressure towards A, but it didn't really drag the rotations.
FNATIC on this. We got wall to create passive pressure over towards A, smoke over towards middle to create passive pressure. The problem is KCOP, after they see the smoke over towards middle, get the info over towards A. So they should have maybe had a bigger lean over towards B.
And Alfia couldn't have been much closer. An opener that gives them a good position. Levin tried to be the hero. Instead, he's eliminated immediately. The man of the moment is gone.
Wow.
But Aves still alive and kicking Kayak, the bodyguard.
Get a kill in this one.
Now Evez is all that's left, and while Alfia makes sure that this round doesn't go anywhere else other than into his pocket, he's now broken the 30 barrier.
I do feel like, you know, these rounds where FNATIC go fast,
it really does just seem
works
like
out well for them.
two superstars from Turkey fighting to see who's going to win this
Wait,
match.
what are we actually doing there? I got to question that one.
And now we come out of that round to a timeout from FNATIC.
It's over.
15 to 14.
Nice TP. That's some ballsy TP, bro. I love that.
Dude, I felt like Dust9 should have been doing a TP after what I just saw.
In OT, whoever took a pause
Sure he's gonna
immediately
TP
lost
there.
the next round.
This is true.
I'm not saying that there is any correlation between those things. It probably is just random. But I guess you also get the other team getting a pause.
This one's a very long best of 3.
See.
So
15
far.
to 14.
This is another hour 10
maps,
game right now.
16-14 for KC, which
First map was
yeah,
the
that'd be
same.
a brutal day at the office. A chance for this game to go in their favor, for them to go 3-0, to beat a team that they've lost 5 times in a row to in EMEA.
Yeah.
And it's slipping through your fingers twice in OT.
Do
And
the
then you
casters get
dominate
paid by
their map
hour or
choice.
day rate? Normally a day
It's definitely
rate.
been a peculiar series for that reason.
Now, luckily, nobody on KC will let it get to them if this one slips through their grasp. 15 to 14, 1 round for FNATIC. They come out of this pause, and look, they've been losing when it comes to the last time they played the defense. Didn't go all
Pansy
too
says
well.
I should get paid by the tech
So whether
boss.
Tom's timeout curses are real or
Hey,
not,
you'd be retired.
you understand why FNATIC wanted to take a moment there. Posted up his kayak, but well, that wall's going to cut off any info for him. And they're going to have Cloud come in to fill up that control in top in heaven, but they spotted him already. They know he's close. The spams are coming in, and his wall's soon to go down. KC have got a fair bit of footwork done already, a fair bit of ground covered. Looks like they're ready to execute into A, but for Sugetsu with an operator on the other side of the map. And I did just realize he had an operator. I didn't even look for it. And now FNATIC just realized as well.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They might want to pivot over towards B, thinking they've done enough pressure over towards A, but I don't think they're going to be expecting 2 here.
I guess he was just looking for aggression elsewhere on the map. The fact is, though, they've
Hey,
used that
Alpha.
as a call to head towards
Let's
the
see
B side.
Alpha.
The funny thing is, FNATIC have
Good
heard
pulse.
that call. They have 3
Oh, yeah,
players
shoot
on
the
this
fade
side
out,
of the
I
map
noticed
as
it.
well. Alfia being the main point of their grievances so far. But he has a teammate alongside him, and that teammate might not be checked. It's only going to be the 1-for-1. Alfia needed once again, and he delivers once again. But eventually he will fall just like the others. And now Cloud, all that remains of FNATIC's hopes of closing it just like last time, 16 and 14. Those hopes seem to have diminished. Avez even able to use the Nightfall, the trail.
Record? It's fine. He's going to get
Clouds.
he'll get another go at it.
Deceit will follow him along. And well, as the beeps get faster, the likelihood of victory gets slimmer. They're giving him absolutely nothing. It won't
Would be
a
your
16-14
5 of a
again.
starting.
At minimum,
Would
we're
be
going to
your
get
5
17
if you
rounds on one
coached
of
a
those
stream
sides.
team.
Good. Like you said, the fact that the first map
Som.
goes to OT, the second is dominant.
Wait, I'm trying to win
KC.
stuff,
Could
right?
have been a 2-0 series, but what fun we would have been robbed of if that was the case. Alpha I started to believe those shots started to land, the slide out onto Sugetsu, but it was not enough this time. Alpha on 32, 11 still on 33, but now the op comes out. On the defensive side,
would it all be
KC
NA
using
players?
it on the attack with Sugetsu, but Levin
So just all NA players on
granted
Raz.
the honor of utilizing this, and he's pushed up in A main. He's going to keep
You
going.
get-
This is
you
being
get
watched by Cloud,
sassy.
but a hard shot for Cloud to hit, but he gets there
Who else
right
is
off rip.
retired?
11 down. It's a big player to take. Boaster saw the operator of his opponent in the last and decided anything you can
How
do, I
willing
can
would
do better.
FNSB to learn the
Sugetsu
Odin?
surely falls, yet no escape. And now Narrate atop the wall wants to try and even, and instead he makes their deficit deeper. The hole has been dug further into the ground, and now Reliance on just 2. Cloud still holding that lurk on the other side of the map. Plenty of time for FNATIC to play with. And
Exeter X is not too bad.
Questions.
What's Inspire doing
asked
these
by
days?
this defensive side. It seems like Dosia is going to make his way back. But Aves a push up here. I don't think there's any way he expects Cloud to still be it, but timing. Cloud's just about to move, but clearly his spidey senses were tingling as he will remove Aves from action.
Yeah, that was the chance. Dosia's been remarkable in some of the games earlier. Look back to Summit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a solid 5th right now. I would have to run Trials on my 5th.
Too tall of a task, surely. And indeed it will be. FNATIC 16 to 15 now. We're going more of a distance than before. But it seems like the story might end the same way as map number 1. Another chance to close this out for FNATIC.
It feels like a lot of their attack rounds are becoming more and more controlled as things go along, whereas the ones from KC feel more and more reliant on that individual brilliance, the likes of 11 or an Aves to bail them out.
Or to get to up.
You can see. No, the only operator is going to be on the hands of Kayak. The Yoru makes a little bit more sense, but they're definitely feeling the bite of that last round with how passive they're being.
Lose info over towards mid, get info over towards B main.
Once, aren't you? Even though it's not in play, you've no way to know that until the shot is fired.
Good low jump spot on this. Spots too.
Is the name of the game. It's going to be a slow round from KC. 2 players towards the A site. Spike still bottom mid, crossing to B. Slow, labored perhaps, but for FNATIC so far, they have had boots on the ground in the right place at the right time. It seems like we're going to swap positions this time so that some util can come in from Crashies towards the A site, but they've realized it might not be needed with contact on B.
The problem with this is the rest of the rotate's so far away. Like he's out here faking B. I've still got someone here and I've got someone here. It takes them a long time to do all of this. As soon as Fate just gets close, Prowler goes in, the pivot's going to go there. Dude, I'm thinking Boaster might even be here to Omen Flash for this guy, Heaven. Yeah, I mean, Boaster's already here.
Under pressure again, the one that looks to close. That time being
and TP's to sight. There's 4 here, they're so slow.
19 seconds left for KC to try and make some sort of move, and it's already them.
Oh, this was crap, man.
It looks like everything will fall apart right at the end.
That was actually the worst round I've seen from them. It's a shame that was their worst round.
At 17, 15, 16,
banger.
14.
It was a banger though.
If your heart
no records were broken.
I don't know what will do it for you.
I'm pretty sure he drew. Did 1 kill.
Back against his former
he tied with the record. On a loss. On a loss as well. Devastating. Probably one of the longest best of 3s I've seen without tech pauses.
He certainly had the right